Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Garbo. Today we're going to talk about the dual Boyars buff. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So during the hotfix, they did a little buff. I talked about the D40C. Now I'm going to talk about the dual Boyars. So let's go ahead and hop into it. We are super excited, pleased with the hype around these weapons so far. That said, we have some fine tuning we're doing to help these weapons out a bit. Increase accuracy for aim over shoulder. Reload time from 3.4 seconds to 2.4 seconds on uncommon, rare, and epic Boyars. Reload time to 2.9 seconds to 2.2 seconds on legendary Boyars. Increase reserve ammo by 1 additional magazine. So, when the beginning of the season started, they had the Boyars, and they were really slow on reloading. They didn't have like an additional magazine that you really need. That was kind of crucial in the game modes when you're trying to play like Strikeout and stuff like that, with respawn modes. You pretty much fly through your magazine fairly quickly, like two magazines or like 2 or 3 engagements, and didn't even realize that you're using all your magazine. Because again, if you're winning your engagements, you're going to eventually lose ammo as it goes, and you got to pick up SMGs or other things like that to actually get ammo, and they're not always guaranteed to have ammo. So I do enjoy the reserve ammo by 1 additional magazine size. I did think that the Boyars reload time was really excessive, but I also enjoyed the play style of that. Like, it really made you like force you into like some real choke points. Like, you'll be in engagement, but then you have to reload, so you need to get out or find some way to get yourself into a position where you can actually reload those things. And all those very much incentivized me to buy the nibble hand perk for Vivi. Not like that I'm not purchasing the nibble hand perk anyway, because I feel like that even with the reload time change, that it's still, you know, kind of a long time. I still feel like that they need an adjustment there. Now I feel like they reload really fast. Like, they reload like the Knot does. They reload like any AR does. Like, any type of those weapons, they're almost just a regular time. And I feel like if you're dual wielding a weapon, you're going to have a longer reload time. So I do feel like that maybe we can adjust that again to where it can maybe nerfed a little bit. And then the increased accuracy for aim over the shoulder, it did need some increased numbers. I'm ashamed that they don't know the actual numbers that they decided to increase it with, or they didn't want to give us that information. But nevertheless, they did do that as well. And to be fair, the Boyars also needed that. So again, I'm kind of 50-50 on the spectrum of the buffs for the Boyars. I feel like it did need additional magazine size. I did feel like the the over the shoulder accuracy did need to be there, because again, it was kind of sloppy when you're aiming down sight. The bloom of it itself was really wide for such a small, like, if you're aiming down sight and you want it to be as tight as it could be, it had a very wide reticle or cursor. And then I don't really agree with the reload time. Maybe they just went down like maybe 5 seconds on the reload time. Here they went down a whole 1 second. You know, like maybe a 0.5 of a second would have been fine. Because again, it's still like incentivizes you to want to buy the speedy perks if you want to run the Boyars. Because I feel like the Boyars, again, being a dual wield and them adjusting them, like, they didn't adjust like damage count or anything like that, but I feel like with the aim over the shoulder being more accurate, they're giving you additional ammo. I feel like that makes the Boyars in a really high place. I really do feel like that these are one of the best SMGs right now. I feel like you can run this SMG with up against other contenders, like up against the SLC right now. Even the Knot itself, even though the Knot is still a burner, as long as the people hit their shots. So I feel like it's right there on the top with the top 3 SMGs. And again, maybe, you know, if they did a little more adjustments on the reload speed, it wouldn't be. But I feel like right now, with it being so fast in the reload spectrum, and then, you know, now we have a second rogue that's running nibble hands, you know, it kind of just like, it makes it more daily. And then you also got to think about people that are running replenish, like people that don't even, like, if you haven't mastered the Boyars, you still have time to master it, because then you still get to do, you know, other people like Scourge. You know, it's going to have the fire. That'll be cool to try out with her. Chalk, Umbra have restock, or not restock, but replenish, so like they don't run out of ammo. Clips, Kestrel, they all have restock. So there's a lot of rogues that just going to instantly reload these weapons without them having to even try to reload them. All they have to do is just kill somebody and then they get it. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like there was a lot of ways to jump through the hoops with the Boyars, so that way you didn't have to go through those like drastic changes to uptick the speed and stuff like that. So I feel like just the way that it's set up, this was, you know, good reviews, but obviously there were also some you know, compliments about like the reload speed and stuff like that, and they immediately went and changed those for the better. Again, I feel that the Boyars are in a great spot. I do wish that the reload speed would be adjusted just a little bit, where it's nerfed just a little bit. So that way it does have like some sort of disadvantage with it. So you're just like, okay, so my disadvantage is my reload speed with this weapon, you know? So again, it makes you want to adjust your playstyle. But nonetheless, that's my opinions on the Boyars. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below, what do y'all think about the Dude Boyars? Do you think the Dude Boyars are the best in the game right now? Did y'all hate them when they first came out until they did the little hot fix on them? Or did you feel like they were always nice to begin with, and you adjusted your playstyle around the reload speed because you know you're learning the weapons, and sometimes learning the weapons requires you to adjust your playstyle to learn a little bit more of how to play the game, and it just gives you more game sense because now you know how to respond to those situations when you're running those type of weapons. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. If y'all haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, I appreciate y'all doing one of those things. I'm always trying to upload content throughout the week, and I also do live streams on Monday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then I do Tuesday streams from 9 p.m. Central Time to 12 a.m. Central Time. So if y'all want to hear me rage, y'all want to hear me complain, you want to hear me talk about details about the game that I'm playing, or my thoughts and opinions on some of the weapons in Rogue Company, y'all come on down, y'all have a chat with me there. Alright guys, until the next one, until next time, I hope to catch y'all there. Peace out, and y'all have a fantastic day, everyone.